A few years ago, in the middle of the mountains of Caquetá, there was a town where there lived a mayor named Antonio, who was well liked by the residents thanks to his charisma and authority. However, he was also a very ambitious person who was obsessed with the seeking of power because his wife, Cecilia, had long wanted something bigger for her husband. She wanted to have a higher status within the region. One night, Antonio was walking along a path. He stopped when he saw that at the side of the road there were three people who were dressed in a strange way, since they were wearing traditional dresses but in dark and worn out colors, and they were doing a ritual around the bonfire. When Antonio observed this, he decided to continue on his way. But one of the women said in a loud voice, Antonio, you are a mayor now, but soon you will be something more. You will rule over the region of Caquetá, but to do so, you will have to defy the law and all those around you. After hearing the woman's vision, Antonio quickly returned home to tell Cecilia what had happened. She was excited by the vision and told him.
If the governorship is your destiny, don't wait until it arrives. You must take it yourself.
She told him in an ambitious tone because she was a calculating, reading, and manipulative woman. Quickly, this idea pleased Antonio because he was very much interested in being the new governor of the region. As the days passed, Antonio became obsessed with the idea of becoming governor. He felt that everyone around him was a problem on his way to power, especially Luis, who was the current governor, Antonio's childhood friend and the one who opened the doors to the world of politics. All the time, Antonio thought about the prediction of those women on the road and planned different ways to get Luis out of the way. But this prediction also had Cecilia upset, so she created a whole plan to get Luis out of her way forever. She decided that the best thing to do was to eliminate Luis. According to Cecilia's plan, Antonio had to invite Luis to his house in the countryside because it was a place away from the city in order to continue with the strategy to disappear Luis once and for all. For this, Antonio and Luis drank all night until they got drunk. When Luis couldn't even stand up, Cecilia would take the opportunity to poison Luis, and so it happened. Between Antonio and Cecilia killed Luis. Mateo is planning something against me. We must do something about it.
Never will see that is
Antonio, you are the mayor now, but soon you will be something more. You will rule over the region of Caqueta, but to do so, you will have to define the law and everyone around you. However, when you are at the highest point of your role, you will fall down because of your ambition and greed. You will never be able to get up again.
The next morning, a mysterious man appears at Antonio's house, who was watching the investigation of Mateo's death because he was his best friend. This man's name was Alejandro. He was talking for a long time with Antonio, and they go for a walk in the garden of the house. And in a distant place, Alejandro takes out a gun and kills Antonio, leaving the gun in his hand to pass it off as a suicide. Quickly, the news of the apparent suicide spread around Caquetá. When the new elections come, Alejandro became a candidate with the support of the leaders Jose and Enrique. That way he won and became the new governor. On the other hand, the story of the everything that Antonio did become known and become a bad premonition for all those who had a deep obsession with being powerful and wanting to take over the region at the point of betrayal and death.